Hello children, welcome back to my channel. I am taking a long break of around 1 month for due to this Durga Puja vacation and exam. I had already started reflection part 1. So this is the second video, part 2 of the same chapter reflection, and this will be the last part of this chapter. In part 1 I have already explained the concepts of reflection. Okay, reflection in x-axis, reflection in y-axis, reflection in the origin, then invariant points, the concept of invariant points. Okay, then formula also I had given. Okay, equation of x-axis, equation of y-axis, equation of any line parallel to x-axis, equation of any line parallel to y-axis. All these I had explained in the first part. Okay, so now let us move to the second part. In this part I will solve or do some examples, okay, using the concepts which I have already taught in class part 1. You can open your textbook, Concept Mathematics, Seminar Publishers, page number 170. Okay, page number 170, exercise 12b. Okay, exercise 12b, question number 3. Question number 3. In the exam, whatever question you will get from this chapter, you will have to use graph paper. Okay, it will be mentioned you have to use graph paper. But this question, we will not use graph paper. Just for revision, I have started with this number, question number 3. Okay, first bit, point P, A comma B, its coordinates are A comma B, is reflected in the x-axis. And we get a point P dash 5 comma minus 2. Write out the values of A and B. Okay, we can use formula. X-axis, so mx is reflection in the x-axis. A comma B, we will get A comma minus B. When we reflect a point in the x-axis, its y-coordinate changes. We know this. Okay, and when we reflect a point in the y-axis, its x-coordinate changes. When we reflect a point in the origin, both of its coordinates change. Okay, so AB will become A comma minus B, and this is our P dash, which is 5 comma minus 2. So comparing this, okay, x coordinate, y coordinate, we get A is equal to 5, okay, and minus B is equal to minus 2, minus B to minus 2. This implies that B is equal to 2. So this is, these are A and B. Okay, A is equal to 5, B is equal to 2. So you can say, or we can write P is equal to 5 comma 2. This is the original point, 5 comma 2. Now move to the second point, second bit. Second bit, P double dash is the image of P. We will reflect this point. Okay, when reflected in the y-axis. So let us reflect this point in the y-axis. And y 5 comma 2 will give us, when the point is reflected in the y-axis, its x-coordinate changes. So this will become minus 5 comma 2, and this is our P double dash. Okay, ready? Next, third bit. Write down name a single transformation that makes P dash to P double dash. What was P dash? P dash was 5 comma minus, which was given in the question. This will be directly mapped onto P double dash, which is minus 5 comma 2. So what change has occurred? You see, 5 has become minus 5. That means x coordinate has changed. Minus 2 has become plus 2. Means y coordinate has also changed. That means both x and y coordinate have changed. So definitely it is reflection in the y-axis. Okay, this is reflection in sorry. Both the conditions change means reflection in the origin. Okay, reflection in the origin. Okay, because both of the coordinates will change. Okay. Now move to question number 2. Question number 2. Okay. Question number 2. Okay. Points 3, 0 and minus 1, 0 are invariant points under reflection in the line L1. Okay. 3, 0 and minus 1, 0. X, 0 form. Okay. X, 0 form means it is these 2 points lie on the x-axis, and these 2 points are invariant under reflection in a line which is L1. So which will be that line? Concept of invariant points, I had explained that every point on the x-axis is invariant under reflection in the x-axis. Every point on the y-axis is invariant under reflection in the y-axis. Okay, these 2 points lie on the x-axis, so they will be definitely invariant under reflection in the x-axis only. So definitely that line L1 is x-axis. Okay. Next, other 2 points are 0, minus 3 and 0, 1. These 2 points are invariant under reflection in the line L2. Look at the form of these 2 points, 0, minus 3, 0, 1. Means these 2 points definitely lie on the y-axis, vertical axis. Okay, so they will definitely be invariant under reflection in the y-axis only. That means the line L2 is nothing, the line L2 is the y-axis. Okay. First bit question is, name or write the equations for the lines L1 and L2. What is line L1? These 2 points which are on the x-axis are invariant under reflection in the line L1. So definitely these 2 points means this line L1 is the x-axis, because by concept every point on the x-axis is invariant under reflection in the x-axis. So line L1 is x-axis, or if you want to write the equation of the x-axis, you have to write y is equal to 0, because y equal to 0 is the equation for the x-axis. Then line L2, these 2 points, by looking at the general form of these 2 points, you can say that these 2 points lie on the y-axis, and they are invariant under reflection in some line that is L2. So which is the line L2? Definitely y-axis. So line L2 is y-axis. Its equation is x is equal to 0. Okay, this is first way. Now move to second bit. Write down the images of P 3, 4, Q, minus 5, minus 2 on reflection in line L1. Name the images, pages and q's respectively. Okay. Line L1 means x-axis. Okay. Line L1 means x-axis. So we are going to reflect the point P, whose coordinates are 3, 4 in the x-axis. So this will give us y coordinate will change. Okay. P, minus 4, which is P dash. This is the image of P when the point P is reflected in the line L1 or x-axis. Now let us go for point Q. Again x-axis. The coordinates of point Q are minus 5, minus 2. Minus 5, minus 2. Again y coordinate will change because it is reflected in the x-axis. So minus 5, 2. This is our Q dash. Okay. The second bit over. Next, write down the images of P and Q on reflection in line L2. Now we will reflect the same 2 points P and Q in the y-axis, and we will name the images P double dash and Q double dash. Third bit. Now y-axis, the same point 3, 4. Y-axis means exponent will change. Minus 3, 4. This is our P double dash. Again y-axis, the same point Q, minus 5, minus 2. Y-axis means exponent will change. Okay, so minus 5 will become plus 5. 5, minus 2, which is Q double dash. Okay, so we have successfully got P dash, Q dash, P double dash, and Q double dash. Then state or describe a single transformation that maps P dash to P double dash. Which one is P dash? This one. Which one is P double dash? This one. Okay, single transformation. P dash is 3, minus 4. P double dash, P double dash is minus 3, 4. Now observe the coordinates. 3 has become minus 3, exponent changed. Minus 4 has become plus 4, means y coordinate also changed. So both x and y coordinate have changed, means it is reflection in the origin. Okay. Reflection in the origin. This is the single transformation which will map P dash directly onto P double dash. Okay. Now let us use graph paper. I don't have graph paper, I will use this board. Okay. X axis, y axis. Okay. Two, 4, 6, 8. If scale is not mentioned in the question paper, okay, take 2 cm equal 2 units or 1 cm equal 1 cm. Okay, if scale is not mentioned. But if scale is mentioned, then you have to follow that. If it is asked 2 cm equal 2 unit, then you have to take according to that. If it is asked 2 cm equal 1 unit, then you have to take according to that. But if scale is not mentioned, then take like this: 2 cm 2 unit or 1 cm 1 unit. Okay. I am taking 2 cm 2 unit because the graph paper that will get, that will be 2 cm by 2 cm graph paper, not 1 by 1 or not 1 cm by 1 cm. Okay. So this is minus 2. This is minus 4. This is minus 6. Minus 8. Minus 10. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. Minus 2. Minus 4. Minus 6. Minus 7. Okay. I am writing the scale one. OSG. My formula was OSG. Outline is over. Then move to scale, top right hand corner. Then move to graph. Means plotting the points. Okay. So here I will write the scale. x-axis, y-axis. 2 cm is equal to 2 units. 2 cm is equal to 2 units. Okay. So now move to question number 8. Question number 8. Okay. Question number 8. Points A and B have coordinates 3, 4. Okay. First point is A, 3, 4. So this is 3. This is 4. This point is A, 3, 4. Okay. Then B, 0, 2. 0, 2 means y axis. This is B, 0, 2. Okay. Find the image. First bit. Okay. First bit. You look at the book. Radius of A means radius is the image of A. This is point A under reflection in the x-axis. Okay. This point will be reflected in the x-axis. When you are using graph paper, you don't need to use formula. Okay. So if you reflect this point A in the x-axis, the image will be from here in the fourth quadrant. Okay. So its image will be here. This is radius 3, minus 4. 3, minus 4. This is the image of A when reflected in the x-axis. B dash is the image of the second bit. B dash is the image of this point B when reflected in the line AA dash. Okay. Now I had given formula of means reflection in x-axis, y-axis and origin. But this second bit, this question is not reflection in x-axis, y-axis or origin. This is reflection in a line parallel to y-axis. If you join AA dash, okay, if you join AA dash, look at this line. This is a line parallel to y-axis. Okay. There is formula for this, but it is out of syllabus. Means formula is out of syllabus. So I am not giving this. Just you can use your common sense. Okay. Laws of reflection, physics, and you can get the image of point B when it is reflected in the line AA dash. So this point is reflected in the line AA dash. So definitely image will be from here behind the mirror. What is this distance? 3 units. Look at this distance. Object distance is equal to 3 units. So image distance would also be 3 units. So 3 behind the mirror means here it will be formed 6, 2. So this point is P dash. Its coordinates are 6, 2. So 0, 2 was transformed to 6, 2. Okay, just use your concept of physics, law of reflection. Object distance is equal to image distance and reflect the point. Okay, when you are using graph paper, it may be x-axis, it may be y-axis, it may be any line parallel to x-axis, it may be any line parallel to y-axis like this. Okay, so successfully you have got B dash. Then third bit, A double dash is the image of A under reflection in the y-axis. Okay. So now we will reflect this point A in the y-axis. Not going to use the formula because we are using graph paper. So its image will be definitely from here, second quadrant. Okay, object is here, image will be here because this is the mirror line. So this distance is 3. So this distance would also be 3. Means image distance would also be 3. So the image will be formed here. This is A double dash. Its coordinates are minus 3, 4. Okay. A double dash. Then B double dash is the image of B. Again, this point will be reflected under reflection in the line A double dash. Okay. So again join A double dash. A double dash. Okay. So if you join this line, it will pass through 4 and A. My diagram is not accurate, so the lines are also not that straight. Okay. So this is the line in which we are going to reflect this point B. So this will behave as the mirror line. This line. Okay. A double dash. This will behave as the mirror line. This point will be reflected. So now don't look at x-axis or y-axis. Simply look at this point and this line. If this point is reflected in this line, then its image will be formed here by obeying laws of reflection. So B double dash will be formed here. This is B double dash 0,6. Okay. Over. So this is how to reflect a point in the x-axis, y-axis, any line parallel to y-axis, any line parallel to x-axis using graph paper. Okay, this is using graph paper. Okay. Now let us move to another question, the last question of this part. Okay. Plot the points A 3,5. 3,5 means 3,5. 3,5. Here. This point is 3,5. Okay. Then minus 2, minus 4. Minus 2, minus 4. This point minus 2, minus 4. Point B. Question number 9. Sorry, I forgot. Question number 9. Question number 9. I have already plotted the points A and B according to the question. Okay. Address is the image of A when reflected in the x-axis. Okay. So let us reflect this point in the x-axis. Its image will be formed in the fourth quarter. Okay. Obeying the laws of reflection, object distance is equal to image distance. Object distance is 5 units. Okay. Object distance is 5 units. So image distance will also be 5 units. Okay. So this is LS 3, minus 5. Image of A when it is reflected in the line in the x-axis. Then write down the coordinates of A dash and plot it on the graph paper. Okay, this is the point and coordinates. B dash is the image of B when reflected in the y-axis, followed by reflection in the origin. Okay, so first we will reflect B in the y-axis, then in the origin. Okay, reflecting a point in the y-axis and then in the origin is equivalent to reflecting directly in the x-axis. Okay, I told this in part 1. Reflecting means I want to say reflecting a point whose coordinates are A and B, first in the y-axis and then in the origin, is equivalent to directly reflecting it in the x-axis. Okay, so we don't need to elongate it, means we don't need to reflect in the y-axis and then in the origin, directly we can reflect it in the x-axis. So which point? B. Okay, so point B, this point will be reflected in the y-axis and then in the origin, or directly in the x-axis. Okay, so let us reflect in the x-axis. So -2, -4. This is the object. Its image will be formed here, second quadrant. So it will become -2, 4. -2, 4. This is b dash -2, 4. Okay, -2, 4. This is the image of b dash. Write down the geometrical name of the figure a dash b dash. A dash, we have to join a dash, then b dash. Okay, a dash b dash. This is the figure. So look at the figure. What it is? It is an isosceles trapezium. You can see these two lines are parallel, or these two sides are parallel, and these two sides are equal. So it is simply not a trapezium. It is an isosceles trapezium. Okay, so we can write here. You have to write in a separate paper. Okay, so here you write. This is which bit? Third. Sorry. This is fourth bit. Okay, fourth bit. So we can write a dash b dash, then isosceles trapezium. Fourth bit over. Next, fifth bit. Name two invariant points under reflection in the x-axis. Again, write it in a separate sheet of paper. You have to mark 2 points and write down the coordinates which are invariant under reflection in the x-axis. We know by concept that every point on the x-axis is invariant under reflection in the x-axis. So you have to take 2 points on the x-axis only. For randomly you cannot take. Randomly you will not take this point 10, 0 or -6, 0. That those 2 points will be on the x-axis and also on this figure. Okay, also on this figure. The two conditions you have to satisfy: x-axis plus this figure. So which are the 2 points? These are the 2 points. This is 1 point. Suppose this is P. Its coordinates are 3, 0. This is the second point Q. Its coordinates are -2, 0. Okay. Ready? So P is equal to 3, 0 and Q is equal to -2, 0. So all the bits are over. I am adding one more question to this, one more bit to this question. Okay, which you may get in the question paper in annual exam. Okay. Suppose last bit, 6th bit. Okay. This is not given in the book. I am adding. Okay. Suppose you are asked to find the area of this figure. Area of this figure. Okay. It is a trapezium. So area of trapezium A dash B dash is equal to. In class 9 you have studied the formula how to find area of the trapezium. It is half into sum of parallel sides into distance between them, or height. Okay, half into sum of parallel sides into distance between the parallel sides, which is h. Now A and B are the parallel sides. Which are the parallel sides? You can see A dash is one parallel side. Okay, B dash is another parallel side. And h means distance between the parallel sides. What is the distance between these two parallel sides? PQ. Okay. which is equal to half into what is a dash. Okay, you don't have to use scale for this. Do not use scale for this. Okay, use your graph calculator. This distance. This distance is, what is this distance? 5. This is 5. Okay, this is 5. This is also 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. So a dash is 10. Then what is b dash? b dash. What is this distance? 4. This is 4. This is also 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. What is PQ? PQ, this one. What is this distance? 3. This is 3. So this is 3. What is this distance? 2. This is minus 2 and this is 2. So 3 and 2 means 5. 5. So half into 18 into 5. So 2 into 9, 18. 9 5 are 45. Okay. So which is equal to 45 square units. Okay. Distance, sorry, area of this trapezium is equal to 45 square units. Clear? So I hope you have understood this topic, this second part. Okay. Go through the part 1 again. Watch that video, part 1 again, then move to part 2. Okay. I hope you have understood this. So thank you for watching.